Well, everyone, the Nintendo Switch Lite has been out for a couple of little bit of time now. So let's go ahead and see how it holds up in the middle of 2021. Now, obviously, I think this console is still worth it. I think it's a great console and I think it has a lot of capability still, but it doesn't mean it's perfect. And there were some issues here and there that kind of arose with this specific console. Now, this is essentially what I'll tell you. With the Nintendo Switch Lite, I think it's perfect in so many different ways. And with E3 that just happened last week, I don't know when this video is coming out, but that was a really big deal in my opinion for the Switch Lite and for the Nintendo Switch in general. Theoretically, the Nintendo Switch Lite and the standard Nintendo Switch have pretty much the same exact specifications in the inside, same exact power and everything. The main differences are the outside, the lack of Joy-Con support. Initially, you have joysticks embedded in the console, but also you can't output to a different, screen or anything like that. Other than that, they're pretty much exactly the same. And that's a big advantage for something like a Nintendo Switch Lite because it's much cheaper. On top of that, the Switch Lite, as I've seen time and time again, it really hasn't gone down in value a crazy amount. I've seen a couple Switch Lites for about $165, $170, which is a really good price for this type of device. You're getting a very good type of capability from this type of device that maybe you wouldn't have gotten from another console like last gen, something like a PS4, Xbox One, so on and so forth. So I think that is a pretty big deal with this type of device. So again, take it as you will, but that is without a doubt one of the biggest advantages of the Switch Lite. Now on top of this, another cool thing about the Switch Lite still is the E3 announcement and the future of this console. There have been so many more games that just came out for the Switch Lite that were just announced for that matter, and that is another big advantage of this console. Imagine the future of this specific device. You're going to be getting many more games from this thing, which that in and of itself is a humongous characteristic of it, because you're going to be getting a console that just lasts so long. And based on the leaks and based on everything that's, kind of came out with this console, it doesn't really look like the Switch Pro is going to be like that crazy of a console compared to this one. It looks like there's going to be a lot of the, similar characteristics between them. So that is a pretty big deal in my opinion. Having that type of capability of just, being future-proofed in so many different ways makes me pretty comfortable owning this type of device. And I think, at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, the Switch Lite, because of the, similar performance from this console and the other one with the original Switch, all those games that are going to be coming out for probably the Switch Pro or the Switch 2, whatever they're going to call it, and this console, there's going to be so many similarities. All these games are going to be optimized for this specific console, so that is a big thing to keep in mind. So for all of you Switch Lite owners or Switch owners or whatever, you're going to be getting a very long supported phone from this thing, and as I said before, that is without a doubt one of the main characteristics of this device and something I always love seeing. So for sure, when it comes down to this specific, console, you're going to be getting a very long supported console. The future of it is beautiful. It still feels perfectly fine in the hand. Of course, it doesn't feel like the most premium thing, but it's still fairly good for the most part. And I do think if you're going to be, getting a console in any format, this is a very good gaming console, and I'm very happy to own it. So that essentially covers it. Of course, it's still worth it. And, I've linked these things down in the description before, and I'll link it again. I would highly recommend it. It's a beautiful console for sure. So that's essentially it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.